Hey guys, sorry it's been a long time, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's just been lazy on my part, but I'm here to do Black Friday purchases. Um, I just went Black Friday shopping because I was tagging along with some friends that were gonna go. So I only bought 4 movies, and then I have 2 other movies and a game here that I'm gonna throw in from previous weeks that I've bought, and I just didn't want to make a whole video on them. I'll start with the 2 movies that I bought that were not on Black Friday. I bought Warhorse. This is the Steven Spielberg movie. This was the only time where, when I saw this in theaters, I wanted to walk out of the theater. I really did not enjoy it. I expected it to be more of a war movie than it actually was. There's war scenes in the movie, but it's not a war movie per se. So it's okay, but not a lot of people liked it from what I've read online, and the only reason I bought it was, one, it was a Steven Spielberg movie and I wanted to add it to my collection, but I just had this craving one day to watch it, and so I ended up buying it, and I haven't watched it yet, and I've had it I think for almost a month now, so I'll get around to watching it here sometime. Picked up The Bucket List. I've seen this movie a couple times, and I really liked it, and I'm a huge fan of Jack Nicholson, and this was at the $5 movie bin at Walmart, so it was a movie I knew I was probably going to get sometime, I just didn't know when, so there's a loose hair right here, it's really bothering me, but I finally kind of sucked it up and I bought it. I watched it, and it still makes me sad at the end, and I think I got a little teary-eyed when I watched it this time, but it's a good movie. Now for my Black Friday purchases. This movie was only $4, so it was $15 off. I picked up The Great Gatsby. Okay, I had read like part of the book in English class, and we had watched a version that was from Britain, and it was a TV movie with Paul Rudd and the guy who played Gustav Graves in Die Another Day. He was Gatsby, and I loved it. And so I wanted to see this in the theaters, but I never did. And only reason I got it really was because it was $4, and I had meant to see it, but I never did. And so I watched it, and I don't really know what to say. If you haven't seen it, it combines the book, but it has rap music in it, which I thought was really weird. And Leonardo DiCaprio I thought was a great Gatsby. Tobey Maguire, though, as Nick Carraway, I thought kind of questionable. A lot of people didn't like Tobey Maguire, but it's a good movie. I did like it. I'll probably have to read the book all the way through to give a definite analysis on it, but there's stuff that happened in this movie that I don't remember happening in the British version, so we'll have to see, but it was a good movie. This is $6, so it was $14 off. I picked up The Purge. I think this movie had a good rating on IMDb when it first came out, but then as time went on, it got worse and worse, and you know, I've seen a lot of horror movies, like all of the Friday the 13th sequels and the Halloween sequels are all in the 5-6 range, and you know, and I liked those, and this was a good movie. I mean, it wasn't scary. I thought it was disturbing, especially the ending. I thought was really disturbing, and the lead in the gang, the lead guy that talks to the family through the camp. If you've seen this movie, I thought that was really creepy. This was a really good idea. I just don't think it was executed really well. And I heard there was even going to be a sequel in the works, so we'll have to see how that goes, but if you haven't seen The Purge, give it a try. This one, for the first time ever, I went to FYE, which is it's pretty much it's a big chain of used movie stores, and I picked up The Wicker Man. This is the original one. I've seen this one time before, and the one time that I watched it, it was really disturbing, especially the ending. And so this was only $3. It was used, only $3, and so I thought for $3, I mean, that was a pretty good deal. And this isn't my favorite horror movie, but I just think The Wicker Man itself looks really creepy. And if you haven't seen this, check it out. Christopher Lee is pretty awesome in this. Stay away from the remake if you haven't seen that yet. It's a very good movie. It's written by the same guy who wrote Hitchcock's Frenzy. It was around this same time, so check it out. A lot of people like it. And then the last movie I picked up was Oliver Stone's JFK. This was a movie where whenever I go on an Amazon shopping spree, I'll put this on my list, but then as time goes by, I'll gradually take it off and it'll get replaced by something else of higher importance. And this was only $6, and I thought $6, I might as well get it. This is like a cheap version. There's no special features except for a commentary, and it's the director's cut. And I watched it. It's 3.5 hours long, so it was a long ass movie, and it was amazing. I think out of all the Oliver Stone movies, this one could be my favorite. This one or Platoon. But I still think Oliver Stone's movie Nixon would come as a close second or third, because I really liked Nixon. Probably because Richard Nixon interests me a lot. But Kevin Costner was great. Gary Oldman as Lee Harvey Oswald was amazing, and I actually have a picture. I have a poster of that movie on my wall. You can see it right there. I think that's one of the ones I use in the display cases at the theater. But good movie. I liked it. I kind of wish they would make a JFK movie about John F. Kennedy's presidency. This movie is about, it literally picks up right when the day he was assassinated, and it's about this committee that tries to put evidence and stuff together to prove that Lee Harvey Oswald wasn't the lone shooter. But it was good. I liked it. The last thing is a game that a friend of mine gave me to borrow, but I'm pretty sure he's going to let me keep it because he said he hated it. That's Call of Duty Black Ops 2. I am way behind on the Call of Duties. Ghost just came out, I think, a week ago, and I'm just now playing this one. I just got Modern Warfare 3 last year. I'm usually one game behind, so I imagine I'll end up getting Ghosts when the next one comes out. And for me, I'm not a big multiplayer guy, and I play Call of Duty for the campaign, even though the campaigns are slowly getting worse as each game goes on. But the campaign in this one, I think, is pretty good. I'm actually kind of surprised. If you haven't played it, it switches back between the future and like the 80s and the 70s. One thing that I found really funny was there's a mission that you play on a ship called the USS Barack Obama, which I thought that was pretty funny. But good game, but it's Call of Duty. Can't really say anything awesome about it. But those are my purchases. Sorry for the long wait on the next video. If it's really pissed you off, I'm sorry. Give you an update on stuff. I went and saw Catching Fire. Thought it was amazing. I finished Dr. Sleep like a month ago, and I haven't even done a review on it, so I might do that here soon. But that's my video for this week, guys, and I'll see you guys later.